Sacred Saturday recap. This is 30 August 2025. Computer game Nancy Drew, the Shattered Medallion. Here I, Tanis Leonhardi of Seattle, recap my Sacred Saturday computer game playing for my Sacred Saturday on 30 August 2025. The computer game I selected for play this time was Nancy Drew, the Shattered Medallion 2014 game. This tradition is one I started as a preteen and continue on as I am able. It is a Saturday I dedicate to balanced eating and concentrated / ritualized computer game playing. I played the computer game on my 2011 MacBook Pro with a built-in CD/DVD slot, and this one has a little bit of a story. Is it a story? I'll just go through. So I played for an hour and 27 minutes, and I took one slide of notes. Though I will say I referred to notes I have already written for this playing. Turns out my map for the kayak course was just fine. It felt like I was playing a Nancy Drew game this time. So let's see. So I did 2 eating during plays, one of which I ate a share size salted caramel Twix bar, candy bar, cookie bars, and then in my second eating during play, I ate Snack Club Tahine Mango Rings, a gummy can of candy. And I did those for my first two play sessions during the day. So I played a game and covered that, and I won the monster game on easy mode. And then I found a relic section via Submersible, and I got that defining thing. I got a video, and then after that, let's see, I decided to see if I could make progress on the gold challenge and the kayak race. And so I went back to the kayak race, and I tried paddling around again, being like, okay, just don't touch the buoy. Like, I'm near the buoy, but don't touch the buoy. So like I went around the course to like a fastest course per the notes I had previously drawn that I showed, I think it was last week. And I was like, okay, oh, I'm ready for this. Why can't I'm like clicking the buoys, and I'm like, I don't think I'm like, and so I'll go back and I check like the time board, and there's nothing there. So I'm like, and then there's a stop button. And so I pressed the start button, and I was like, okay, go. And I was like, oh dang. So I'd been like paddling this course last time and this time and forgot to press the stop button. So I pressed the start button, and I was like, oh, I got this one. And like flags lit up, and I was like, yeah, touch the buoy. And I was like, oh, that I got that mapped out from last week. I drew that map, and I spent my time on the course. So I did that, and then I got rank of number 1, got back. I used the yellow kayak, and I got the fastest time, and then the reward was 50 points for my team. And so this is the Nancy Drew. Nancy Drew is on a reality TV show set in New Zealand, playing the game but also investigating. And so got 50 points for the team of Nancy Drew, and then also a password to a new location. And so then I went to the new location and started working on the gold challenge. Like, I had already found an axe for digging for gold, so I collected dirt, and then I went and I put it in the sluice, and the sluice thing needed fixing. And I was working on the puzzle, and I actually had to go back to the latest saved version because I missed the instructions were spoken. It didn't pop up in the game well. So I was like, okay, I'm going to my latest save version, and I replayed up to that point and like listened and wrote down the instructions for the game because it's not in the game itself. And then I was like trying to put the stuff, do the puzzle, and I was like not working, and I was like, it wouldn't let me put one thing in there. And so I was like, is there any, and there was no additional instructions about like right click to rotate or anything like that. So I was like, I'm pulling it out. I'm gonna see if I can rotate, because if I can't rotate, I can't solve this puzzle. And lo and behold, I had to rotate, I had to right click, so I had to use my computer mouse. But then I solved it, and I got the sluice working. But then now I need a panning thing for gold. And then I went back to base camp and read some of the materials, and the dots started to connect on those where they hadn't necessarily before. Some of them back acting, some of them, or I made a guess before, and I was like reading it, and I was like, oh, that turned out to work. So then what might this turn out to be this time? So it was frustrating in a Nancy Drew kind of way of like me figuring out, do I need to rotate it? Where's my device to rotate the piece? Sure enough, I needed to. So there we go. And I'm Tanis already said that. She, her, hers of Seattle. And there's my Sacred Saturday recap. 30 August 2025 computer game Nancy Drew, The Shattered Medallion.